Good afternoon. Today we will be talking about random numbers, imported classes. That'll be it. First I will go again on clicking first quarter, then I will click new, and then I will create a new class. This class I will call randomness. Now, one of the important things of Java, and will get used very often, is this idea of random. Now, although what I'm going to show you today, it's actually not completely random, it's called pseudo-random. For usually the purposes of everything we do inside computer science, it will create more than enough random numbers, and the pattern should take so long, millions upon millions of turns of running something, you won't see it ever happen again. We need this to create this idea of random. If we're picking a number out of a hat, or if we're rolling a dice, we need to act like it's completely random. Well, this is how we do it. What we do is we go double, and then we create a variable that's a double, so let's call it number 1. And we want to make this a random number. You type capital M Math.random right there. Now that just created a random number, number 1. And without, I will show you what it creates before I will totally explain this. Print ln number 1. So let me number 1. And then print it out. I'll do this a few times. So if we run this and we look at this, it's a double, and it created the number 0.752511 and keeps going. I'll create another random number here. Let's do double number 2 equals math.random. Creating another random number, system.out.println number 2. And then I will print this out. See what happens, and you'll see over here, it created another decimal. So, without going too far into the math, what math.random does, it creates a number. Math.random creates a number between 0 and 1. Now, it includes 0, does not include 1. So you could actually randomly select through this, and it may pull out 0.0000 all the way through, but it will never randomly pick 1.0 repeating. It never gets higher than 0.9 repeating. So you can never get 1, and that kind of pulls important when you want to make it seem like it's pulling a number between 0 and 10. So let's say it said randomly select a number between 1 and 10. 1 and 10. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of the decimals. We need to move it so that it's not a decimal point. And the way we would do this is, let's create another double, number 3. And what we do is we're going to take that first random number up here, and what we're going to do is multiply it by 10. Number 1. So if we did this, system.out.println number 3, and we do number 3, what happens is when you create this, it actually moves the decimal point over. So you can see up here number 1 at 0.58639300080. It just moves the decimal over, as in mathematics when you multiply by 10, moves decimal over. Now, if we wanted to get rid of the decimals, and we actually want to have an integer now, let's call this integer number 4. Let's say you wanted to take this number in line 12, number 3, and turn it into an integer. This is called casting. You put inside the parentheses the word int. So it's taking a double, it's taking that double called number 3 and turning it into an integer. And all it does is drop off the decimals. It doesn't round down, it doesn't round up. All it does is drop them off. So system.out.println number 4, and then you put plus number 4. And now if you run this, you will see all it did was take 2.2 and drop the decimals and just leaves you with the number 2. I'll run it again so you can see it again. 2.228, 5.31 becomes just 5. 4.56, where it should round up, it just became 4. So all I did was drop it off. I'm running this a few times just to show you something. Hopefully I get it. There's a 1. There's 9, 4, 2, 9, 5, 2. Now, it's completely random, so it's, of course, right now not doing the example I want to show you. There's the example. It actually gave you the number 0. Right now, it's giving you the numbers between 0 and 9. I wanted something between 1 and 10. So the way we fix that is I'm going to create another number, number 5, and this is going to say, okay, number 4, add 1. So whatever you get for number 4, which is the numbers 0 through 9, add 1. So let me actually put this in here. So let me put right above this, number 3 will be a decimal. It will be a number that has decimal points. So I'll put pound symbol with a whole bunch of zeros. It might have some decimals. Now number 4 will be just the integer value, but it's between, and it includes 0 to 9, and it includes those two numbers. Problem is I wanted to get it to be 1 through 10. So number 5 will be the number, but because I'm adding 1, it will be between 1 and 10. And if we run this now, there's the number 9. There's the number 4. Oh, you know why? I didn't print it up. System.out.println number 5. And now we'll print out number 5. We can run this now, and it should be 1 higher. So you see the process, starting at number 1, that's the random number. Line 3, that's when you move the decimal over. Line 4 gets rid of the decimal. Line 5 just turns it to 7. That's so you can never have that 0. Now I'm going to run it. There we go. There's the 10. That's how you use Math.random, and this gets used a lot. Now, the random here, this is a class Java made. That's a method. Random is a method Java uses in the class math, and that's just universally used. That's accepted, and you could use it at any time you want. Next video I'll show is how do we use some of the classes Java has that are not easily used, so that you have to now import them so you could have access to it. And what that will open up to us, and most of you will be excited, it will allow us to type into the computer and it will know what we are talking about. That'll be the next video. Have a good night.